Hey YouTube, Aiden here. A little more cleaned up, but I just want to make a video about some things that have been going on that have to do with my transition. Um, as you guys probably know, I got the Trans Health Initiative free bottom, lower, and upper check before I went to SCC on Thursday at the Feminist Center in Atlanta. I don't know the full name, but um, pretty much they did a pap smear on me, and I got gotten one a year ago, last August, and everything came back fine. Um, this time I went, I got a phone call only a few days after, and I got a high grade abnormal pap. Um, Pretty much meaning that there's something going on up there that's not supposed to go on up there. So, because it's like, I guess this is what I'm collecting because it's hard to get all the information from doctors, although they're really great there. Me not being educated and being a doctor, I don't know what they're talking about. So, I have to get a coloscopy. I believe that's how you pronounce it. The best way to describe it is like a colonoscopy, except which is where they take like a little camera and they go up your colon, but instead of being knocked, these are the good things. Instead of being knocked out and having someone go up my rectum, I am awake, which kind of sucks, and I'm sure I'm sure it's really painful. Just a pap smear for me is pretty painful. So I'm sure it's gonna be painful, but they pretty much just do the same thing. They go up there, they open you up, and they go in with a little microscope, which like magnifies it like 40% or something, and they pretty much just look with their eyes through this little mechanism thing, what's going on. Then they apply different colors of I guess liquids, different colored liquids, and depending on what your abnormal cells are, it like you pretty much turn different colors based on the color that they give you. That's pretty much all the information I got. I'm pretty sure you're awake. It probably sucks. I asked if there was any medication afterwards. The lady said no, so I'm pretty sure it's just like an in and out type of thing. Probably takes like half hour. It's probably extremely painful, and probably is gonna suck. But pretty much, I got pretty nervous when the doctor called me and told me that I had abnormal pap, because you never want to get that, especially being a trans guy, because that means you either have to go back and get another pap, or you have to get a biopsy, or you have to get what I'm getting, a coloscopy. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. And pretty much what they do is they go up there and they take a piece out, like a biopsy also. Um, they don't always take a biopsy if they don't see anything, but if something turns a weird color, they take a biopsy. Um, so ever since this happened, it sucked. Okay. I called like all these trans places in Miami and in Tampa. I called the Planned Parenthood here, but I called Planned Parenthood, and then they made me call these people, and then they told me to call Planned Parenthood. I called a bunch of people from all over who really wanted to help me, but there was like nothing that they could really do for me. Um, so it was like debating on whether to fly back up to New York and do it at my old health place where I get my prescription from, go back to Atlanta and go fly up there back to Atlanta and get it done from the people who did the pap smear, go to somebody gave me a name for up in Tampa and Safety Harbor, and then they gave me a name to somebody in Clearwater. So go up to Tampa, which is like 2-3 hours away, um, and get it done there. Or I actually all this is like $400. Like either way, they all come to about the same price. It's like I can go home and pay nothing for the actual procedure, but I have to pay for the plane ticket. Go to Atlanta, pay real cheap for the procedure, but I have to pay for the plane ticket. I can go to Tampa and pay like a mediocre, higher than the other ones, but not that bad. And but then I have to pay for 3 hours of gas there and back. I can go to one literally like 5 blocks down my road, but that's like they wanted like $300 for this, $200 for this, and $325 for a first time visit fee, and it was like what? So I'm definitely not going there. But the problem is you need a first time visit fee, and that could be anywhere from $25 to somebody want to charge me $325. So it's like nobody. I couldn't find anyone who wanted to work with trans. First of all, I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like call up a million people, but I called a couple of people, and I called Planned Parenthood and asked them all these questions, and they said no, we don't do that. And then my fiance called, and I guess because she's a girl, they were like, oh yeah, we do that. We can do this. We can do that. We can do this. And I was like, okay, who cares? Like, what if I was a father trying to get information from my daughter? You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me that they would talk to her and not me. But and then the place up in Tampa, they worked with trans people before. Then the place over here, like, they didn't even want to give me any information. They were saying that they don't even know what that is. And then all of a sudden, like, I got another person on the phone, and she was like helpful, and I was like, okay, that's really weird. So then I called this other place. It's like a half hour away. Um, and they've never dealt with anybody, but the woman on the phone said it wouldn't be a problem. So I'm just going with it. It's only $25 for the initial consult, because I don't have to get like anything done. I just need to bring the paperwork that I have from Atlanta to there. Well, not that I have, but they're gonna mail it. Whatever, how like the getting out records, you have to fill out forms and shit. So I have that appointment on Thursday at 9:30. But the problem is it's so much money. Like, I don't have money to start, and now like the procedure I think is 325. No, 350, and only a $25 consult fee. And the gas there won't be too bad because it's only like a half hour away. But it just sucks because I don't have money. Like, I don't have money to begin with, and now I have all these things that like just keep happening, like one after the other. I had to get tires in August, then I went to Southern Comfort in September, and now like this is another thing for October. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I feel like once I stop paying for one thing, something else comes up, and like it's a big mind fuck because like I don't know what it could be about. I mean, I've heard stories of people are like, oh, they just have to go in there and scrape stuff, and then other people like, oh, it could be precancerous, and like, honestly, I'm kind of just hoping that like, I'm hoping it's something that I can get written off and fly because I'm covered with insurance in New York. I'm hoping that I can fly up to New York and like get a hysterectomy covered by the insurance because I'll technically need one. At this rate, I'm kind of just hoping that it's like a blessing in disguise. Like, I have to go through all this shit, and I didn't get the top surgery fund because maybe I have to get a hysterectomy. I don't know if that's far fetched, but I just don't want to sit around and think of like, oh, like all the drama that's going to go with this next procedure and all this crap emotionally and stuff. So I just keep trying to like think positive that maybe, like I said, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But the other thing that sucks is that I have to do it with like a guy gynecologist, which like could be good because I noticed that guy doctors don't really ask as many questions, like personal questions, whereas girl doctors always want to learn about it and ask you all these personal things and emotional things, and like guy doctors are kind of just like go in, get it done, and get the hell out, which is what I want done. Go in, go out, and never come back. So it really sucks, and like it's really scary to get a phone call saying that you have an abnormal pap. Like, it's pretty terrifying. I just, like I said, I just keep thinking that like even if it's bad, like it's only been a year. That's why you should go for your testings. Because I went last year, and now I have like a high grade abnormal pap. So you should definitely go. Like, don't fuck around. um, Alright, so that's like the big dilemma of my life now. I have some other videos I want to make today too if I can get to them, but I'm all fucked up with this thing now. Like, it's just so stressful. Like, yo, I don't want to go through this to begin with. Now I got to go to a dude doctor. I have to go somewhere where they don't take trans people. I got the first appointment in hopes that nobody else will be there. Like, it'll just be me at 9:30 in the morning because that's their first appointment. I don't know if it's gonna work that way, but I'm just hoping so. But yeah, so that's it. If anybody's had like an abnormal pap, or if you've had a biopsy or a coloscopy, whatever, the other thing that's not a colonoscopy, let me know. Hit me up. I'm very curious to see if it's painful or what exactly goes on down there. So let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace.